What's up everyone? This is video 3 of the 3000 GT LS build. So yeah, I got an engine hoist, so that's fun. Got that actually today. So got that all put together and ready to start using it. So next up, what I'm going to do in this episode I'm going to do here, I'm actually going to get the engine prepped and drain all the fluids out of it, get the radiator pulled out, everything outside of the engine that needs to come out, just to get it out of the way. I'm not going to reuse probably a lot of it anyways because it's for that 6G72. So I'm going to get it all prepped and ready, get it all pulled out of the way, pull the harness through, get it all draped over the top of the engine, and just have it sitting there ready. So maybe the next episode I'll actually have that, have a video of me actually pulling everything out, getting it set on a dolly, so that way it's out of the way and I can start doing engine bay stuff, maybe cutting the firewall and getting the rear of the subframe cut and notched out and just things like that. But anyways, so yeah, follow along, just render this episode right here and then see how it goes. Alright, thanks. See if I can pull it out all myself.
This is a Chucky Beat production.
Got it. So I definitely don't recommend trying to get the hood off by yourself, but it can be done. Luckily my hood is vinyl wrapped. I never really do anything to the corners, but it could possibly damage paint. on the corner of the hood. But yeah, like I said, luckily my hood's carbon fiber vinyl wrap, so it kind of protected it as I kind of, you can see me kind of walking it on the fender there. And then once I got that, I could pick it up. I don't know, probably weighs 40 pounds, maybe 50 pounds, something like that. So it's not too bad, it's just awkward because it's so freaking big. That's what she said. So when I was taking the hood off, you can see I was fighting with these stupid things, which these have actually been bad for a while. That one wasn't doing anything, and this one was actually still working somewhat. But I gotta figure out how to get these stupid. I thought these just popped off there with some pressure, and I'm sure they still do. I know some of them have like clips in the top and all that, but this one doesn't have anything like that. So I'm guessing you just have to have a straight pull on it, and then you can just pry it right off. But don't worry about that when the time comes to fix it. This is the other thing I was fighting with, is the light, the hood light. It also hasn't worked for a long time either. Actually, since I've owned the car, this has never worked. I've changed all in and everything. So I think they're shorting the wire. I found a taped up spot down here. So I bet you that's all it was, but it never bothered me enough to need it or not anyways. So I never fixed it. I probably wouldn't even put it back. I probably just end up cutting that stupid thing out of there. So now, we can just start taking everything apart. This is my homemade 3-point strut bar. This is actually an eBay, just 2-point strut bar here. And I took some square tubing, I think it's 1-inch square tubing, cut it, notched it, welded it, found me steel plate. This is I think it's 1/4 inch steel plate, flat plate. Notched it, welded it to that. Same there, welded to the other side. And then this bolts to the firewall. So I'm just a homemade 3-point strut bar. It's actually worked really well. At least feels like it does anyways. Sticking it right up. Okay, and the battery hold down also went through the strut bar. So it worked pretty good. Hold the battery down as well. So loosen the wheels up. Now what I'm doing is training the radiator, and then I'm gonna pull this front driver's side wheel off. And then I'll got a bucket underneath there, and I'm gonna drain the radiator out. So. Look at this massive tire. I was gonna put these in the drawer, but I'll probably forget where they were, so I'm gonna put them back on the lug stud so I don't lose them. Alright. That don't know where it's at, but radiator. There's a drain cock. Sorry, that's what they call it. Right here, it's white handle here, and then it'll just come out of this tube. Drain your whole radiator system pretty much. I mean, you'll still have excess in some of the hoses and the block and so forth, but it'll drain out everything it needs to, not making a huge mess, after you pull everything off. But so yeah, this is where it's at. It's plastic too, so usually whenever you put it back, I made a mistake of putting it back without putting any type of thread seal or thread tape on there, so I did have a small leak still after I tightened it. And you don't want to tighten this thing too much because, like I said, it's just plastic, so you'll break it fairly quick. So when you put this back, I would definitely recommend using some thread tape, or even buying a new one. It's probably got a new O-ring on it or something. Keep that from happening again. But yeah, that's where it's at. Front of the car. You can't miss it. Sometimes they're black, white, but usually there's a hose like this attached to it, or a little nipple that sticks out of the radiator that you can drain this off with. And make sure you pull the radiator cap off. It doesn't create a vacuum as it's draining. This will drain a lot faster with that off too. See, you can actually hear the difference actually when I pulled that off, and I heard it suck through there. So pull this off and it'll help it drain a lot faster. Next up is oil.